So 7.5 is properties of logarithms. And there are three main properties that you'll want to have memorized. The first one is a product property. So anytime that you have two terms inside of a logarithm, you can split those up. They'll have the same base. So let's say we had log base b of mn. I could split that up to be log of m plus log of n. So if they are multiplied by each other, then you're going to add. They'll be separated by addition. And if you have a quotient property, so like m divided by n, they're going to be separated by subtraction. And then finally, if we kind of have talked about this before in 7.4, but if you have anything raised to a power, you can bring that power out in front. We call that the power property. So you bring the power out front. And so then it just becomes multiplied by the log. So for numbers 1 through 6, it's asking us to expand the logarithm properties. So expand meaning it's already in the condensed form. Now I want to separate it by addition and subtraction. So I have x squared, y, and z cubed. So here I'm going to use the product property as well as the power property. So I'm going to split this up into x squared, y, and z cubed. Like I have three separate ones. So I'm going to write this as log of x squared plus log of y plus log of z cubed. But I still have powers, and so I cannot leave those as powers. I need to bring them out front. So my final answer would be 2 log x plus log y plus 3 log z. Number 2, I'm going to use the quotient property. So I'm going to split this up. I have an x and I have a y squared. So my first step is I'm going to separate them by subtraction. So this looks like log base b of x minus log base b of y squared. Then I have an exponent. So since I have that power, I'm going to bring that out front. So my final answer would be log base b of x minus 2 log base b of y. Here I have a multiplication and division. So I have a 5, I have an x cubed, and I have a y. So I'm going to do the 5 plus x cubed first. So I'm going to separate those two, and that will look like log base 6 of 5 plus log base 6 of x cubed. And then now that is all divided by log or by y. So that looks like minus log base 6 of y. And you don't need to put the first two in parentheses. I just usually write it in order. So since my y is on the bottom, then I just do this minus log y last. Then I have an exponent, so I'm going to bring that out to the front. So my final answer looks like log base 6 of 5 plus 3 log base 6 of x minus log base 6 of y. Number 4, the same kind of rules apply for natural logs, but instead of it, remember that a natural log is the same thing as log base e, but I just write it as ln, so I'm just going to leave that as ln, or the natural log. They are all separated by multiplication, so I have a 2a b cubed c squared. So I have 4 different terms. So I'm going to split that up into 4 different natural logs. So I have the natural log of 2 plus natural log of a plus natural log of b cubed plus natural log of c squared. Then I have 2 different exponents, so I'm going to bring those out to the front. So I have natural log of 2 plus natural log of a plus 3 natural log of b plus 2 natural log of c. And that's my final answer. Here, now I have log base 2 of x cubed over y squared. What I'm going to do first is I'm going to use the property of exponents, and I'm going to distribute that square to the top and the bottom. and then I'm going to split it up. So I'm going to rewrite this as log base 2 of x to the 6th power over y squared. So what I did is I distributed that squared to top and to bottom. And now I'm going to split it up. So now I'm going to split it up into log base 2 of x to the 6th minus log base 2 of y squared. Then I have exponents, so I bring them out front. So my final answer looks like 6 log base 2 of x minus 2 log base 2 of y. Now I have it separated, log base a of x plus log base a of y. Oops. And since those are just separated by addition, then I just leave that. It's already in its simplest form. So I'm going to rewrite that as log base a of x plus y. So I can't really do anything further because it doesn't fit into one of these three properties. So it's already simplified. I just leave it as is. Okay, so for 7 through 10, it's asking us to condense using the logarithm properties. So I'm kind of just doing the opposite of what we did before. The last time we expanded, now we're condensing. So here I have natural log, I have a plus, and then I also have a minus. But the first thing that I want to take care of is I want to do the exponent first. So we did the exponent. Oh, I don't know what happened. So we did the exponent last in the when we were expanding, but I want to do the exponent first now. So I have this 2. I'm going to rewrite this as natural log of 6 plus natural log of x squared minus, here's another exponent, natural log of y to the 3rd. Then I'm going to do the pluses and minuses. So I have a plus, and then I have a minus. So that means that 6 and x squared will be multiplied by each other, and then y cubed will be divided. So I have natural log, that looks weird. I have the natural log of 6 times x squared, because they're plus, over y cubed. And then I am done. Okay, we look at number 8. I have exponent, and that is it. So I'm going to rewrite this as log base b of a cubed minus log base b of c to the 5th minus log base b of m. And so since I have 2 minus signs, that means that both c to the 5th and m are going to be on the denominator, and a cubed is going to be at the top. So I would have log base b of a cubed over c to the 5th over m. So since these are both minuses, that means that they both go to the denominator. So for number 9, I have a -1 and I have a 3. So I'm going to write this as log 5 to the -1 power plus log of x cubed. I'm going to change this 5 to the -1 power to be 1/5. So log of 1/5 plus log of x cubed. Then these are multiplied by each other. So I'm going to combine the 1/5 and the x cubed. And I'm going to write this as log of x cubed over 5, or 1/5 times x cubed. And then lastly, I have an exponent of 4 and 3. So I'm going to write this as log base b of 2 to the 4th minus log base b of r cubed plus log base b of s. I'm going to simplify 2 to the 4th. 2 to the 4th is 16. So log base b of 16 minus log base b of r cubed plus log base b of s. I have a minus and I have a plus. So the only thing that goes on the bottom is going to be this r cubed. These two, 16 and s, will go on the top. So my final answer would be log base b of 16s over r cubed.